Good evening, everyone. I really welcome you all to our 65th Author Interaction Under Trends Literature Series. And I'm Neeta Neja, and I'm the founder of Trends, which is the platform for art, culture, social, and literary experiences. Today, in fact, we have Dipti Singh Gupta. She's a debutant author and a travel blogger. In fact, she gave up her career in academia to pursue her passions in writings and travel and photography. So her columns and photographs have indeed appeared in a lot of leading magazines and books, even in National Geographic and Lonely Planet, among others. So welcome, Dipti. It's such a pleasure to have you with us today. Just a minute. Dear, can you unmute her, please? Dear, can you unmute her, please? Yeah. So it's such a pleasure to have you with us, Dipti, today.
Thank you so much, Neeta. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure as well as it's so overwhelming and intimidating to be here. I am a bag of nerves right now with so many people known to me also, there. Uh,
You will do perfectly well. I know you so well. I know I've read your
Fingers
work.
crossed.
I have read your book, and I must show everyone the book that we are going to talk about today. This is My Suitcase Heart. It's a lovely book. I read it in and finished it off in a few hours, so I'm sure you'll be all able to do that, and you'll thoroughly enjoy it, I must say. So before I
Thank you.
delve into my conversation with Dipti, it has been much awaited. And please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Trends Events, which is a platform for all the author interactions. In fact, as soon as this video is uploaded on YouTube tomorrow, I would request you to write in your comments about the conversation and the book, My Suitcase Heart and Dipti. And the best 5 comments will be winning 5 beautiful books by Dipti. Thank you, Dipti, for all the books.
Yeah, the books would be the same.
The books will be the same. My Suitcase
Yeah.
Heart. It's a lovely book, as I just mentioned. Dipti, I really have been wanting to ask you one question, and which has been there at the back of my mind all this while I read the book and I came to know about everything about you. So, what does having diverse interests mean to you? Because it is your book is a reflection of what all you've been doing the past few years. Your travel, your
True.
writings, and the culmination is such a beautiful book by you of fiction. So, tell us about it.
It means more freedom, more time at my hands, and following your passion. So diversity, as in everybody is talented, everybody has multiple interests, but if you find the time and the motivation to follow it through, then that makes sense, right?
So very right. So very right. And I must tell everybody you've been one motivated woman all this while, self-motivated totally with all the support of your family and your friends. And
Yeah,
primarily,
that's
yeah,
that's most important. The support of family,
yes, I
the
totally
encouragement.
understand.
Yeah.
Dipti, one thing which is there at the back of my mind always is that why write a fiction as your first book? Why did you choose fiction as a genre to write your first book? And
See, to be very honest, it was not my first choice. My first choice was a coffee table book, so a travel coffee table book. But then talking to people and then the family, the pragmatic approach would be that coffee table books don't work. So I listened to the experience of other people and came to the conclusion that fiction would work better in this market. And because I wanted to base something on travel, and then I thought of a storyline about friends, about my school time. So I came up with something which could amalgamate both things, the travel as well as whatever storyline I had thought of. So it was not my first choice, but eventually it developed into that.
no, I must say, and I must tell everyone, it's definitely a very beautiful choice, and
Thank you so much.
it's a delectable melange of love, longing, ecstasy, agony, intimacy, and outbreak, and it has been set against the backdrop of pandemic. I must tell everyone, and it is being published by Rupa Publications, so you can imagine. Even the publications are, I'm sure they liked her book really a lot to publish it. Dipti Mahi, one of the main protagonists of your book, and I really like her. This is the best character that I really liked in your book. because I am an incurable romantic. So, and I love traveling too. So I had to like Mahi. So, and Mahi says in the book, which you've written obviously, that travel is like love. It's a forever kind of love. You said that explore, dream, love. You know, I just love the descriptions of various beautiful cities that you've talked about in this book and the ambience that you've set the book against. So tell us about the process of writing this book and the inspiration that you had for this book, and you know, how did you evolve the story and the storyline? And I'm sure people who've not read your book till now will definitely be motivated enough to read after
So
listening.
yes, if you believe me, the process is more about thinking. So half of the times I'm doing nothing, and people are thinking that I'm doing nothing, but that's the time I'm working the hardest. I'm the most tired also, because my thoughts are running faster than whatever else I'm doing, right? So the better part of the process is thinking, thinking, and thinking, and then writing, and then rewriting, and second guessing yourself, obviously, yes. And yeah, you have to build up the characters, you evolve, the storyline evolves, you know. The first draft of your book is always very raw, so it needs time to ripen, to polish, to package it properly.
So
So the
right.
characters have to evolve. So my storyline, when I started it, it was completely different, and the characters were A, B, C, D. And as I went through writing the process, it completely changed. You know, in the middle of writing the story, COVID struck, and I was writing this story. It was based on a cruise. It was a reunion of friends on a cruise, school time friends meeting on a cruise, and COVID struck. And the COVID started on a cruise, so I could not ignore such a big event which was clouding our daily lives. So I had to include COVID outbreak as well. So the story and the characters evolved as I went on into the process. And yes, the major part is thinking, and the other big block is the editing and the proofreading, right? So the writing part is very little. You have to build the characters, you have to build the story, creative imagery, and descriptions. And what I found that between travel writing and writing, what's the difference is that in travel writing, I can take a lot of liberties. I can be very descriptive. I can go poetic. The language is very lyrical, and I can go on harping about the same place in different words, right? In when you're writing a novel, you have to have brevity. You have to be concise, and rather than telling the story, you have to show the story. So it's more dialogue, more character oriented. Whereas travel writing is a little easier, because if you have a flowery language, then you just get it.
I understand, and especially because you're also, I think, primarily a wonderful photographer, and you could, whenever you were writing travel, I'm sure you were weaving the stories around the photographs that you were taking, and I'm sure
Yes,
it
but I'm an
helps.
amateur. I'm an amateur photographer, not
But you're pretty
not
good at
not a
it.
professional one. Thank
But
you.
that is, you know, you also say in your book that love is not all about perfect matches, but exotic blends that come together to create magic. And your book, as I mentioned before, it's all about school life, romance, heartbreak, and pandemic, and all that we have lived through and survived. So, definitely a beautiful fiction about the lives of. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If I forget any of the characters' names, Mahi, Summer, Ahana, Adi, Hia, Mayank. You know, you've etched all these characters in the book very beautifully. They have their personality. They all have their lives that they go through, and then they meet, and you know, people have to find out when they read the book more. So tell us, which part did you really enjoy writing the most?
Enjoy writing. I relate more to Mahi. You know that.
Yes.
Uh, mm, but difficult. Difficult was writing here,
Mm.
because writing something which is troublesome, which you have to deal with lots of emotion and lots of caution, very
Yes,
delicately,
very
is a little
delicate.
difficult. Yes, and I didn't want to digress from the main theme of the book, which was romance. So I
Correct.
had to be very subtle about it. So writing Hiya was difficult. Writing Mahi was a breeze.
Yes, I'm sure.
But yes, it was a breeze. But the main part is that writing about different characters, you tend to, sometimes confuse, and there's always a shadow of one character into the other. So making them different is a task in itself.
I understand. And Hia's character definitely, I'm sure, must have been very challenging. But you've handled her pretty well. You've not let it, kind of surpass the story or something, or overshadow the main story. You're right about that. You have let it be a romantic one, and yeah, very well written about all the characters, as I mentioned. In your acknowledgements, you mention your husband's name, Jitendra's name. So, and I know he's been a big contributing factor for you. So, how did he really help you with the book writing and the whole process?
With everything, we discussed everything. One is that he discouraged me from writing the coffee table book, and the publishers agree with it that he was right. So I'll give it to him. Yeah, and then yes, obviously I was discussing the plot with him, and then when I wanted to change the plot a little, because earlier it was just a reunion, and then as the characters developed and evolved, the whole storyline changed, and then I had to put in, I wanted. I was second guessing myself all the time, so I was asking him, romance doesn't work anymore, does it? Do I need to put a mystery in it? Do I want to, put a twist to it? And I did want to kill one or two characters of mine in the book, but I couldn't do it. I'm too much a romantic for that.
Yeah, but
So yes, he helped me throughout, meeting with the publishers, sending my manuscript, pepping me up when I was down, telling me to write when I was not writing. So throughout the whole process, he was with me.
so wonderful to have a partner who does that to you.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
before I move on to my interactive round, I have some very, very interesting people who've been wanting to ask you some questions directly on the book. So, any last thoughts that you would like to share with our viewers today, so that something that I missed out in asking you, and you would like to share with everyone?
Nothing. You have absolutely asked anything, and people can go ahead and ask me questions that would be more easier for me to, answer and yeah, get on with it.
Yes. I have to start with, I have Dia. She'd like to ask you a question. She's an avid reader, and she helps me a lot with this Friends Literature series. Yes.
Yes, I know. And I'm missing
Uh,
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
So it's
Dia.
great. Hi. So it's great listening to you. I would just like to ask you one question. What advice would you like to give to young authors as to how they should go about publishing their book?
Uh, See, when you are out to publish your book, first you have to see whether you're writing for yourself or you're writing for the commercial market. Because if you're writing for the commercial market, you have to see what works and what doesn't work. Like I had to change my approach towards the story as well as towards what I wanted to publish, right? So you have to see what works. And then obviously, yes, you cannot just go loose with your flow of thoughts. You have to be concise when you're sending the manuscript. It has to be well drafted and edited and proofread at your end as well, because they will do the work, but the legwork would be done by you first initially, because otherwise they'll just throw it out. So
That
you have
makes
to be
sense.
concise, it has to be well drafted, and the storyline should be, it should encompass something which is relevant also. Because I was writing romance, but then I had to make relevant it to the times today. So I did sprinkle it with some things which were relevant, some issues which were there, right?
Makes sense. I actually had one more question. When do you think you were ready to be published?
Just a minute, just a minute.
You can get the ideas that non-fiction is now
Yeah.
for building authors.
Yes, please. Sorry.
I just had one more question. When do you think were you ready to be published?
Mm, I don't know. I just wanted to go on writing, and then this idea of a coffee table book was, in my head for so long. But then when I talked to the publishers and people I know, there are some writers in my family, so they were like, the coffee table book will not work. And then I was thinking what to write, and this plot did click. So, and I wanted to, share some of the details which we lived through in our school time, some nostalgia. So I wanted to write, and the story just precipitated.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And next we have Mamta Sharma. She's an English educator, very senior English educator with Delhi Public School. Yes, Mamta. Thank you, Nita ma'am. Thank you for this opportunity. Hello, Dipti ma'am. Good evening.
Hi,
Good to see you and connect with you on this platform.
Same here.
My curiosity is, even though I'm longing to read this book now, my curiosity is, how did you drift from Global Pitara? I've been seeing you as a travel blogger, and how did you shift from there to this fiction? This plot is one of my favorite plots. So what made you shift, and was it a challenging move?
So you have to read the book to know that I have not digressed or shifted from Global Pitara at all, because this book is all about school friends, but then armchair travel is totally woven into the story, right? So I will not say that I have digressed from whatever I was following or my passion. Travel is totally woven into the story, and you cannot differentiate between the storyline and whatever travel moments I have. I have placed the story in exotic places, and it doesn't look like that it's an organic process, right? It doesn't look like that it's been done just to do it. It's an organic process that the friends are living in some destinations, and they are meeting at certain destinations, and then they're coming back to some places. So it's all woven together in a seamless manner, as I think that it's a seamless manner. But you have to read the story, and I have not at all digressed from the main passion that I
I'm
have.
so
Travel.
much looking forward to read it.
You
Thank
should.
you so much.
Thank you.
Next, we have Sonia Khanna Sani, and in fact, she's one of Dipti's friends, and I read her name in the acknowledgements too, so I'm sure Sonia is very close to Dipti. Yes.
Yes.
Sonia, please. There, can you please switch on Sonia's video?
Hi,
Sonia, please
mute
switch on your.
myself.
Yes.
I was unable
Hi,
to
Sonia.
mute myself.
Hi.
Hi.
Sonia.
Hi, Sonia.
Hi, Deepti.
She
So I'm here
she
to.
was my beta reader. She was my beta reader. So all yeah. So all credit goes to her. She was the one who motivated me when I was about to give up the book, that I can't write it anymore.
Yes,
So
Sonia.
Deepti, was there a parallel in the book from you, or did you draw a parallel from one of your characters?
No, actually, obviously the stories are, something which are taken from either my life or people around me. I tend to gravitate towards Mahi a lot, but then it's a mix of all the characters. If you see that some part of me is in Ish, some part of me is in Hiya, some part of me is in uh, Mahi, and people around me are all around in the characters. I have tried to observe and tried to incorporate whatever I have seen or whatever I have been through also in the story. And yes, I tend to gravitate towards Mahi a lot more. Mahi, as a matter of fact, the character's name, uh, I was just writing the characters as A, B, C, and D, and the Mahi character, I named it when Mahendra Singh Dhoni retired, the day he retired. So that was the day when Mahi took birth.
Took birth. So
Yeah.
I wish you good luck for a sequel to your book.
Thank you so
Deepti.
much.
And yeah, good luck.
Yeah, but the publishers are telling me not to write a fiction anymore. They're telling me non-fiction sells more.
But I'm looking forward to a sequel. What happens post-pandemic?
Yes, yes,
Same,
absolutely.
same here. In fact,
Soon.
Good luck.
Dipti has
Fingers
shades of
crossed.
Mahi. Dipti, you have shades of Mahi. I can say that.
I have shades of Mai, I have shades of Ish too. I'm not that simple and I'm not that,
Yeah, Ish was not
Yeah.
simple. that I can say definitely.
Yes, so I have shades of everyone, and yes,
Yes.
I
Good,
have.
good, good.
Writers tend to observe more, and pardon me and discount me. You have to give me a long rope here. We are not good speakers because our thoughts run faster. Our minds are always cluttered, so our thoughts run faster, and we are always searching for a better word or synonyms to replace whatever first comes to our head. So yeah, and I can call myself a writer now.
Next, we have Naina Sagar. She's a theatre actress and also into Bollywood. She's been wanting to ask you a question. Naina, please switch on your video. Dear, unmute her, please. Yeah. Dear, can you please unmute her? I think you need to unmute yourself.
Okay. Hi, Dipti. It's a
Yes,
pleasure
Dipti.
listening to you talk. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yeah.
Hi, Dipti.
Hi.
It was a pleasure listening to you talk and this journey of getting into proper fiction writing. That is a very fascinating journey. I'm more into theater, and most of the writing that I have done is mostly adapting plays from maybe English into Hindi. That is as far as writing went, and that to fiction. I had one specific question. You said, yeah, a major part of what you have written in the characters, they reflect parts of you or maybe parts of people around you whom you have observed. So, I mean, is there a conscious decision in the writer's mind, I want to know, wherein they decide this much and not further? Is this person going to percolate into the character, or is it? What is the creative process behind that? How do you put that line wherein you say, okay, this is it, and let's see where this character goes after,
Yes, obviously there would be a line. You just cannot go into realism, or you are not writing an autobiography, right? So, and you tend to take uh, examples from whatever is happening around you. It's not that it's one character. You are mixing characters, and you are building into one. So that's how it works. You just cannot, you are not writing a documentary, or you're not filming a documentary, so you can be close to reality but not that close, and there are boundaries. You cannot name people, you cannot, they are fictional characters, so you just pick bits and pieces, so it's everyone around you and no one, basically.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah, so
Naina.
my friends who read the novel, they said they had to read it twice to understand who was who, and they could not. So that's the best compliment.
Yeah, that DP one, what I felt was my portion was because I like in a story which we're enacting on stage, every actor plays it differently. There's a character is one. Character maybe Gertrude from Hamlet. Character is one, but every actress plays it differently. Maybe they
Yes,
get their
yes.
energy, they get their memory bank, they get their life process
Yes,
into
and
it.
their interpretation of the character.
Yeah,
Even when
yeah.
I'm writing Mahi in my own way, but the person who's reading,
Yeah,
he or she will picture it in a different way.
differently.
So
Yeah,
if you're reading a novel, and sometimes when it is made into a movie, you tend not to like it, or you tend to like it more. So it happens because
totally.
you cannot relate to those characters because you have picturized those characters and those places differently. So it
Right,
happens. Mahi for me
right.
would be someone different. Mahi for you would be someone different. So
So that's the
obviously,
beauty, isn't it?
so
That's the
yes,
beauty.
it's always what you put on the paper as well as the interpretation of the reader.
Okay,
So much
but
of it
you
depends
have
on
no control over the interpretation, because that interpretation is going to be varied,
yes,
and that
yes.
is the beauty. That's the
You
beauty
you
in it.
you you can just make a sketch. The colors have to be filled by the reader.
Right.
So
Thank you
very
so
right.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nana, for taking out time from such a busy schedule. I know you're in between shootings. And
Thank you so
Dipti, we
much.
have Gauri Mehendirada, and she wants to talk to you right now. She's very
So
kind.
I was right in telling you that I am intimidated. So many of known people are there.
So, Gauri, will you please switch on your video?
Hi, hello.
Hi,
So
Gauri.
nice to see you both. I mean, two of my dear friends on two sides of the question
Spectrum.
answer. I mean, I really, really am overwhelmed. And Deepthi, I wish you all the luck. You know, I and Deepthi, we've studied together. She's a dear friend whose writing skills I've always admired and appreciated. I mean,
Thank
she
you.
speaks her heart out, and I just know only a few people who have that capability to, bring out exactly what they want to say, and she's been always one of those. So, I mean, I am actually floored by the novel, though I haven't finished it as of now. I
It's
told
a
her,
small one. You have to.
It'll
I
take you a few
guess
hours.
Yeah.
I have not been
It's
finding time to complete it
it's
till
more
now.
like a novella. It's more like a novella rather than a novel, a full-blown novel.
And when I was reading, I could relate to some of the characters as if they are from school only, Deepthi. And I was wondering, am I there in this? I mean, I just want.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. So everybody's, wondering whether they are there or whether they're not. So it's
Some
everybody
shades of
there,
yes.
and no one's. It's yeah, shades of everyone there. Bits and
Absolutely.
it's
And
there in bits and pieces. Our school life is there in bits and pieces, and so many bits and pieces. But you have to
I,
put the jumble together.
right, I could really, really feel that. And I just wish you all the luck, my dear. Lots of love to
Thank you.
you.
Thank you
Right,
so much.
inspiring.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else who would like to? Thank you, Gauri. Anybody else who would like to ask a question from Dipti? So maybe one last question from my side. So Dipti, one last question from me before we wind this up. So, what
Yes.
is the main challenge that you faced while writing the book? And how much time did you really take in kind of compiling the book together?
See, it took me around 6 months to write it. Write it as in more about the thinking and the rewriting process and not being happy with the draft. But it took another 6 months for the proofreading and the editing on the publisher's part, because it's a very back and forth process. They come up with new suggestions, they come up with the edits, and then parts of the story go missing and the story becomes disconnected. So you have to, and rereading the novel again and again, your novel which you have written and you know it by heart, is a really tedious and difficult process. So yes, 6 months for the writing part and 6 months for the actual process. And the most difficult part, I would say, first was when COVID struck, I did not know what to do with my novel, because it was based on a cruise, it was all about travel, and travel was the last thing that was on people's mind. So I did not know how to go ahead with it, and I just dropped it. And with no domestic help and all chores, household chores also on your head, so it was very, very difficult to write. So that was the most difficult phase, where I just thought of giving it all up. But then I picked it up, and I thought of incorporating whatever is happening in our lives into the story, weaving it into the story, and then yes, I just went ahead with it. So that was very difficult. And the second part was that writing romance, I was always second guessing whether it would work or it would not work. But thankfully, fingers crossed, it's sticking.
Thank you, Dipti. On that note, we don't want to finish this session, but then time is always a hindrance. And I must compliment everyone. I must compliment Dipti for writing such a beautiful fiction. I'm sure everybody should read it. And this is the book that we've been discussing. It's available on Amazon. Very, very
And
healthy.
all the major bookstores as well.
Yes,
It's
a lot of
available on,
bookstores
yeah, a lot of
at
bookstores.
airports
Yes.
as well. So yes. Thank you, Dipti,
Thank
for the session. Wish you all
Thank you
the
so
happiness and
much.
peace.
Thank you for the opportunity.
That's my pleasure, totally. And thank you, audience, for being there patiently. And all the best to everyone. Any last words from you, Dipti, before we sign off?
No, just this that I am very grateful for this opportunity, and I just want to tell all the writers, that don't feel discouraged. If you want to write, just go ahead with it. Don't bother whether it will be published or not. If you want to write, it should come from your heart. Commercial aspect and marketing is one part of it, and the book industry is not doing that great, so you should not be disheartened with it. But if you have to write, just pour your heart out, and that will work. Eventually that will work.
And I think we should all encourage our local bookstores, and you should buy.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
So thank you, Dipti. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
We are able to finish on time, so see you
Yes.
next time. Yes.
See.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.